right, welcome to the locker room. Coach Arias here. Today's message is there is no off season. There isn't an off season. What was a difficult transition for me coming out of high school and college and playing sports was that there was no off season in the real world when it was time to strap up and go to work. You know, in high school you get spring break. You got all these different breaks, and summer break, and college you get breaks, and in sports and in football, even though you may train hard for 9 or 10 months a year, you still have somewhat of an off season. In the real world, when it's time to pay bills, until the time you retire, I haven't seen many off seasons. You're either on or you're taking a small break and you got to come right back at it. So what I found is that there's just rest periods. So you've heard the terminology all the time. Is it a marathon or is it a sprint? I believe that it's both, but let's look at it as a sprint. I think we need to sprint and go as hard as we can and then take breaks and adjust ourselves. So how do we do this? How do we hustle? How do we grind with no off season and still make it 20 years, 10 years, 30 years? I believe whatever you want to do, you have to pre-schedule. If it's not in a schedule, it may not happen. When are you going to have date night? When is your vacation going to be planned? Are you going to go hard for 3 months straight and then take off 5 or 6 days? These things need to be in a schedule already in place or it won't get done. I think in order to get the job done, you need to go hard. We can't be in a marathon. We can't go 50, 60%. You're going to get hurt or you're going to get passed up. Let's sprint, but let's pre-schedule when our rest periods are going to be in life. Okay? Second thing I think we could do is mentally don't wait until you're just running out of gas because you broke down. You ever ride on the highway and you skip the one exit because you're in a rush and you're running low, and then one time it happened to me, I just ran out of gas. I'm sitting on the side of the road in an undisclosed nice vehicle and I'm out of gas looking like a silly guy, walking to the gas station trying to get a little bit of gas because I broke down because I was in such a hurry that I never stopped to refill my gas tank. No matter how nice your car is, no gas, you won't run. So as a person, don't wait until your gas tank is empty. Give yourself a fill up when you need it, okay? And then the last thing is growing during the off season. You have to grow, even though I said there's no off season, your off season happens daily versus every year you get 3 months off. Your off season happens in these little breaks. Since there isn't really a true off season, in sports, you know, you grow in the off season. You get bigger, faster, stronger. You work hard and then you come back a new man, a new woman into that next season. We need to work on ourselves and grow daily. There is no off season. So if you want to be better in a year, it can't happen over a 3-month span when you have a break. It needs to be happening daily. So today's message is no off season. Let's sprint, let's grind, let's give ourselves a few breaks. Let's make it happen. And when we do these things and follow some of these things, we'll be on our way to living our very best life. Thanks for joining me this week in the Locker Room, gang. Looking forward to seeing you all next week.